Hey K-popers, and welcome back to Hallyu. It's time for another deep dive, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about one of the most successful, respected, and beloved entertainers in Korean history. That, of course, is none other than the girl known as the nation's little sister, IU. There are so many facets of this wonderful idol to consider. If we wanted to, we could spend all day going over them. But for the sake of this deep dive, we're going to talk about her childhood and how she became an idol, her musical success, her successful acting and endorsement careers, her philanthropy, and then a quick recap. So without further ado, let's dive right in. IU was born Lee Ji-eun on May 16, 1993 in the Seongjong neighborhood of Seoul. She became interested in pursuing a career in entertainment at a very young age, and while in elementary school she began taking acting classes. Unfortunately, after elementary school, IU's parents came into serious financial trouble, and she and her brother were forced to move into a small studio apartment with her grandmother and her cousin. She had practically no contact with her parents and was living in extreme poverty. It was a tiny one-room apartment without enough heat, there wasn't enough food to eat, and there was even a cockroach infestation. Despite this, IU kept as positive an attitude as she could, and after singing a performance at her middle school where she received much applause, she decided to become a singer. Unfortunately, the path forward was still not easy, as she auditioned for 20 agencies and was rejected each and every single time. She was even scammed by several fake entertainment companies in the process. Finally, she began training for a time at Good Entertainment, and trained alongside After School's Ui, Wonder Girls Yubin, 4 Minutes Ga-yoon, and Jun Hyo-sung. Not a bad cast of co-trainees if you ask me. In 2007, IU moved back to Seoul from her grandmother's place after signing on with Loan Entertainment, now Kakao M, but unfortunately the conditions of her place of living were still bad. She would often prefer to spend time at the studio because there was food to eat and a place to sleep there. Before her debut, she took on the stage name IU, short for I and U, symbolizing the unifying force that music has in bringing people together. IU has enjoyed a long and unbelievably successful music career. After training for 10 months at Loen, she debuted at the age of 15 with the song Lost Child. She followed that up with her albums Growing Up and IU I Am, with which she gained increasing success and popularity. Then, in 2010, she achieved superstardom with her smash hit Good Day off of her album Real. This song was so popular that it spent 5 consecutive weeks at number 1 on the Gaon digital chart, and Billboard even ranked it number 1 on their list of the greatest K-pop songs of the 2010s. Perhaps the most memorable part of that song is the ending high note, which is arguably one of the best high notes in all of K-pop. This high note is 11 seconds long and has 3 distinct pitches. Take a listen to this live performance and you'll see just how incredible it is. After the success of Good Day and the subsequent success of her follow-up albums in 2011, IU had earned the title of the nation's little sister. This was thanks to her girl next door image and the high regard her fellow Koreans held for her. In 2013, she released the fantastic album Modern Times, which marked a departure from her previous style and a new, more mature era in her musical career. Since then, she's continued to retain her own style in her music, and not bow to mainstream trends with her albums Chatshire, A Flower Bookmark, Palette, and Love Poem. Just how successful has IU been? She's had 3 number 1 albums and 24 number 1 singles on Gaon's music charts. Since 2012, she's been listed on Forbes' Korea Power Celebrity list every single year. She's Billboard's all-time leader on the K-pop Hot 100, with the most number 1 songs and the most weeks at number 1. She's been nominated for over 200 awards and has won 77 of them. In 2015, she was even recognized by South Korea's Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism for her influence and success in the music industry. Amazingly, IU has even been very successful outside the music industry. She has been in many dramas as an actress, perhaps most notably for her supporting role in the classic drama Dream High. She's also starred in dramas like The Producers and Hotel Del Luna. She's also been involved with video games, having been an in-game model for several games, and even voicing a character in the Korean version of Death Stranding. She was also an announcer for the global StarCraft 2 League in 2010, and performed at the finals in 2011. And then there's the endorsements. Where do I even begin with the endorsements? IU has been the face of Sony headphones, candy, clothing brands, Samsung smartphones, SK Telecom, S-Oil Petroleum, Home Plus retail stores, Mexicana Chicken, Chamisil Soju, and countless cosmetics brands. Her strong reputation as someone to look up to has landed her in promotions for nearly every aspect of Korean society. What earns IU my utmost respect, aside from her talent though, is her heart and her charitable giving. In 2012, she became the ambassador for the Korean National Police Agency's anti-bullying campaigns. She was so involved that she was awarded the rank of honorary police force member in 2013, and then even promoted in 2014 to an honorary senior member of the police force. On several occasions, she has donated 100 million won to the Green Umbrella Children's Fund, requesting that the money be used specifically for underprivileged children. In addition to the monetary donations, she also volunteers at the organization herself. In 2016, she set up a scholarship at her alma mater high school to help 4 graduates each year who are from underprivileged families. In 2018, she gave another 20 million won to 5 college students who did not have sufficient financial support from their families, in order to help cover their room and board while they study. She also participated in the Ice Bucket Challenge for ALS research. All of this philanthropy landed IU on Forbes Asia's 2019 Heroes of Philanthropy Catalyst for Change. She was the youngest person on the list. I hope it's easy to see by now, IU is truly the whole package. Despite growing up in extreme poverty and unimaginable living conditions, she overcame them and achieved her dreams. She's an incredibly beautiful idol and is without question one of the best vocalists in Korea. Even as an idol, she stayed true to herself and her style of music, not being unduly influenced by fads or mainstream trends. And most commendable of all, she's exceptionally generous in giving back to causes that help children who are in the very same situation she was once in. She's actively trying to break that cycle and give other children the opportunity to shine, as she has done so brilliantly. IU has set the bar for every idol in Korea, not only in terms of vocal prowess or performances, but in how to live gracefully with their fame and how to use their influence and wealth for good. She has lived up to her title beyond the shadow of a doubt, and it's for good reason that millions of Koreans are proud to call her their little sister. I hope you guys really enjoyed learning about IU's story. I really think she embodies so much that people should strive to become. Thank you so much for watching this deep dive, guys, and be sure to like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on future deep dives. Let me know what other idols have really impressed you in the comments below. I also have a Patreon link in the description, so if you find this content fun and informative, and you're able to support my work, it would mean a lot to me. This has been Deep Dive number 5, IU.